yo. Welcome to this brand new episode of Another Shitty Opinion Podcast. It's your boy John and special co-host, my man's Daz, pulling up to this episode. Shit, I know he wanted to come to this episode. Some funny shit in the process of this recording. It was a funny week.
I'm excited to be a part of this week's episode. Looking at the rundown, some funny shit this week, man. So I'm happy to be here.
But yeah, it's definitely some funny stuff. But started off, shit, we thought we were about to be back in 05. We were started off there, back in 05. For a split second, it seemed like Game and 50 was going to reignite the long historical beef that has been part of our lives in the past almost 17 years.
Yeah.
You know, they threw some jabs at each other, but 50 deleted the post that he did. I think Game eventually deleted the post he posted up, but you know.
And it's for 50 though, that was big of 50 because, you know, when somebody comes for 50 or say mention anything for 50, even if it's Game, 50 go at him. So I know him and Game had some real beef. Like it wasn't no social media beef. Like niggas had not only business, but shit molded over to the streets part beef shit too. So maybe that's why 50 like initially jabbed with him, but like let me fall back because I know how real this shit could get versus his other beefs where it's like more humorous or whatever. But I was surprised to see 50 delete his shit and be like, I'm gonna be done with it, especially with 50 being the troll. You know, he's one of the trolls of social media today, one of the biggest trolls. So like to see 50 the troll like reel it back in, I was surprised to see that. It's
also things that there could have been a conversation behind the scenes. Not saying there was a conversation, there could have been. And also it could also be, you know, Game by the album coming out. 50's like, yeah, I'm not gonna
react right.
The what you're looking for to promote that.
Yeah, I'm not
album.
Gonna give you that clout, right.
So everybody, we go back and forth, and then while we're going back and forth, you promoting your album. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you that promotion, so I'm gonna just wait. So maybe after this album drops, we'll see then when this album drops, like in the midst of that, you know, that run, that you know, that Game trying to promote his album, maybe. A week after 50, depending on the sales of the album, 50 takes a jab at the album.
Oh, if it don't do good, you know 50 gonna come back. If the album don't sell.
Maybe that's what 50 waiting for. He's just gonna wait till the album come out and just be like, yeah, he's gonna take his jab there. But for right now, for the build up, I guess he's feeling like, yeah, I'm not gonna be a part of it. That also, you never, who knows?
But do we know? I know the album called like Drillmatic. Do we know when it's gonna drop?
I don't think Game actually released it. Said release date. I can Google it real quick, but I don't think he put it in thing.
Yeah, I know it's called Drillmatic. I know it's Drillmatic. It's his drill, his drill version of Illmatic. So that's why it's called Drillmatic. But drill is a New York music. Illmatic is also New York. So I'm interested to hear what the sound is. Of course, he got Easy with Ye, but this is supposed to be his version of drill music, like Drillmatic, his Illmatic version of the guest drill, whether it's New York drill or Chicago drill or whether everybody got a drill scene now. You got UK drill and shit. You got fucking London drill. You got Africa drill. Everybody got drill now. So what's Game version of drill?
It's probably gonna be. I think it's more symbolic of the name. I don't think Games is gonna do drill music. I think it's just symbolic of the name. But it didn't say a release date. I think it's still all that's still pending. So
I mean,
it would have been dope if they got in the midst of this. They was building up to a versus, and they was gonna do a versus.
Well, Game wants to do a versus with 50, but I don't know.
It'll make sense, but I don't know 50. With you know how 50.
Yeah, Game ain't on 50's level when it comes to the versus.
But I still think it'll be dope for the culture if they was to do it.
Yeah, right. And, I feel you.
I don't know. 50 always seemed like he wasn't. Well, after everybody keep asking him, things seemed like he wore down. Like, yeah, I might do it, but other than that, he kept it like we outside again. There's no there's no point.
Right.
One of the last things he said about the verses is like him and Game wouldn't make sense. He did say that, but
right. Yeah, but catalog wise, it wouldn't. I mean, for the culture and what it looked like and how it would be presented, then yes, but discography wise, it don't make sense. But it seemed like Game beef since the Super Bowl. Game got beef with everybody. You saw the Jimmy Iovine, him and Jimmy Iovine walk past each other and shit. Mm-hmm. Jimmy didn't want no parts of shit. I'm pretty sure Jimmy Iovine saw him. He act like he did see him, but he saw Game and that he turned on the tunnel vision and walked.
Yeah, he heard his voice because Game said what up to the guy right in front of him, so he definitely heard his voice. He knew, oh shit, that's Game.
Jimmy Iovine put his head down like
he glanced.
Let me get
just kept the pushing like you know what Game.
Let me get to my seat. But that's crazy though. Hopefully we get that Drillmatic album soon.
Yeah, and it looks like he's gonna have a 2 Chainz features. He's gonna have a couple of features on that. Obviously, you got that Kanye feature in that song. Doing what he's doing.
That shit was never easy.
But I'll be looking forward to Game's album when it drops. But we'll see if this will carry on the beef wise. But I'm pretty sure all it takes is one fucking post or one sour thing on an interview to make this shit go back and forth, and they going back and forth. IG and everything.
Beef been crazy this week, man. You got Game 50 beef, and we got some new beef, man.
Now, new, fresh off his. It sucks. He just won his first Oscar of his career. That was the first one, and he should have got. I feel like he should have won in the past.
Yeah, he definitely should have won a few more.
Pursuit of Happiness, Ali were 2. You know what I'm trying to say? 2 of the ones that they like he should have won.
7 Pounds is another really good movie. Will got a good death album.
He definitely got a good resume when it comes to the movies. But then,
he added something new to the resume, though.
He definitely added something. But in the midst of that, I guess.
So hold on, John. So what are we talking about? So if the people don't know. What are we? What happened?
Everyone knows.
Everybody knows, though.
This is something everybody's talking about. You can't go. It's like, he ain't talking about this. He ain't talking about this.
Yeah.
We're talking about the slap heard around the world. Will Smith slapping Chris Rock.
Slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars, though.
Yeah, at the Oscars on live television in the mid of him doing what he's doing at the Oscars.
Yeah.
But I don't know, a lot of for me overall, I think it was just an L for the culture. Overall,
it is.
The fact that he did that there, like I understand, Jada has a condition. She, she might have felt type of way of the joke.
Yeah.
Obviously, what I thought going to that, seeing that, like after not reacting at first I was just like, yo, that shit is funny shit. Like, what the fuck? What was that? I was just laughing at it. But I think overall, I feel like there's something like deeper happening. Like, like he might, obviously he's wealthy, he's well off, and he's living his life. But they might be going through some things for that joke to really like trigger a reaction like that, behind the scenes that we don't know. Something might be going on.
Yeah, but, I mean, a lot of people, of course, Jada has alopecia. Although it's not nothing that's deadly, because I have alopecia too. That's why I grow my hair so you can't see it. But it is a nuisance, and it's caused generally through stress. Now we know their relationship has been the talk for the last 2 years, so that could be an issue causing her stress that's reacting her alopecia, because from what I understand is she has it bad, whereas she has like spots everywhere, and that's why she keeps her hair cut so low. There's also been talk about Jada, canceling the Oscars a few years ago, and she had Will cancel the Oscars. And when Chris Rock was hosting, he made a joke like, how you gonna cancel the Oscars? You ain't gonna be invited. Like talking about
that's
Jada.
regular, though.
But again, so I'm saying like that's the history. And then like everything that they've been going through, they've been pretty much the butt of the joke for the last 2 years or so.
From the entanglement till now.
Right. From the entanglement to his book and him saying, the shit that he said about sex, her not being attracted to him, and all the shit that they said they made public these last couple of years. And then now her adding the alopecia, and then Chris Rock being a comedian, like doing what comedians do, take real life shit and make light of it. I think because Will initially laughed. I think Jada wasn't fucking with it.
Yeah, if you look at it, and then I seen it on like the big screen, like I watched it on the big screen, like because I didn't watch it in live action. I watched the video obviously when I first heard of it. I was on Twitter and I had just seen like people talking about. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So I'm googling and I'm seeing it was like a tweet like something like, was that real? Something. So I forgot who tweeted.
Yeah, right.
So I click and I'm looking at the thread and I'm like, people saying, "Oh, Will Smith punched Chris Rock." I'm like, what? So I'm going through it.
Right. It sounds crazy.
And I found the clip. And I'm like, that shit look. At first, it was like an 8-second clip of it, and that shit looked fake as shit. Till then, I found like the full context of what took place.
Right.
And then you see the uncut version. It's like, nah, that shit was dead ass. That was some real shit.
Right.
But I think that definitely played a role in it because she does have that condition, but you could clearly see on her face that she didn't like the joke at all.
Yeah, she did at all. She didn't laugh. She didn't smirk.
Yeah, you could tell like she from jump, she didn't like the joke.
Right.
So, at the end of the day, Chris Rock's a comedian. He could have said something much worse. But I feel like with that also being said, they must have been dealing with a lot.
Right.
Because it looked like Will laughed.
Right.
Like he laughed. Then the camera goes to Chris Rock. And I'm guessing when that camera cuts back to Chris Rock, that's when Will and Jada had whatever exchange they had.
Yeah.
And then, because I think Chris Rock even seen what other exchange they had. Because he's like, that was light.
Yeah, because he was like, oh, that wasn't like,
right. He's basically talking to them at that point. And then within that joke, within 7 seconds, Will got out his seat and just walked over to him. But I think Chris Rock definitely showed restraint.
Yeah, he kept it professional, kept with the bit and shit. Like, again, I thought the shit was fake at first too, but then I saw the longer clip and then I saw like the reaction from the crowd and then Will with that don't fucking play, that shit ain't fake. Keep my name. Yeah, screaming like in the Oscars like that and shit. Like,
and you hear it clear as day. It's so quiet. People trying to figure out what happened.
Exactly. He don't have a mic on. He don't have a mic, but it's so quiet. Everybody's like, yo, this really happening and shit. And he's clear as day. So that shit was definitely a real moment. And Chris Rock, even when getting slapped, he made a joke out of it because everybody started laughing. It's like first time ever. Like Will Smith slapped the shit out of Chris, like slapped the shit out. Everybody started laughing. So even with that, everybody still thought it was like kind of a bit until they saw how serious Will and them were. And that's when everybody got quiet. It was like, oh no, this shit ain't no bit. This shit is like,
he was like, nah, off the smack. He was like, wow. Will like, yes.
Yeah, he couldn't believe that Will just really fucking slapped him and shit. But like you said, it is a bad look for the culture because again, they are they are A-list.
Yeah, because
black men.
Comedy, Chris Rock is an A-list comedian.
Right, exactly.
When it comes to comedy, you think of Chris Rock amongst the top.
Right. So when you think of like just black entertainers, they are both in that class of like top dogs of like the creme de la creme and shit. So Will, this being his first time, he's never won. And I think it was perceived that he was gonna win already. So it's like he pretty much
overwhelming favorite.
Yeah, right. He was everybody's right, exactly. So with the anticipation of him doing that, him being at the Oscars. And a black man slapping a black man on this white man's platform and shit. It ain't a good look. I laughed. Don't get me wrong. I laughed like everybody else.
No, I laughed too.
When I first saw it. But then, like, as I just took it all in, I'm like, and I thought like, yo, they really needed, like, they really going, like, this was just like the boiling point of Will and Jada. They really going through some shit. Yeah. Because for them to react the way that they act for them to react this way on such a grand stage, and again, them being professional actors, they know how comedians are usually, and I think that was what Will was doing. Will was slightly laughing. You just usually laugh at it so the motherfucker can get off you, because if you, with a comedian, if you upset, that gives comedians more energy to come at you.
I was telling my brother that, like, in that miss when they went back and forth, like where Chris Rock like stuttered, I was telling my brother, I'm not gonna lie, I think that's the split second Chris Rock thought, like, I'm just move on from this. Like, yo, he just did this and move on. Cause I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I think if he didn't go that route, the next thing he would probably did was said another joke.
Right.
He would have said another joke, and I was like, yo, if he would have said another joke and Will Smith would have got up a second time, I think.
Well, the security would all been in there the second time.
I don't know. That I don't know. But the second time, because they didn't react, they never, like, know what I'm trying to say? It just happened.
Yeah, it happened, but Will did go back. And then Chris Rock still went and kept moving in the show. I think if Chris Rock would have kept joking and Will got up a second time, producers would have stopped that this time. Like, that shit would have went off air, and they would have, like, go to a commercial, and then we probably wouldn't have seen that unless a video leak what actually took place, because that shit happened like so, like, off the cuff.
Yeah, they leaked the video of Denzel and Tyler Perry pulling up the side during the commercial break. But I'm not gonna lie,
and I'm pretty sure Tyler Perry and Will tell him, like, Denzel tell him, like, my nigga, we don't act like this amongst these people. Unfortunately, like, we don't have the space to be upset like this in their space. Like even though if you Will Smith, you can't do that shit because it looks bad for our culture, like you said.
It's definitely out for culture. But what I was gonna say, but I think definitely that's what it definitely would have took place. It would have been like Chris Rock would have said another joke. Will Smith would have got up. Maybe the security would have came in, but if the security didn't came, I think it would have turned into a scuffle then, because I don't think Chris Rock would let him get off for another one.
Yeah, he ain't gonna let him slap him again.
Yeah, that's the thing. He wasn't gonna get off for another one.
And I don't think Chris Rock is a fighter, but I don't think he just gonna let a nigga slap on him and shit.
Yeah, I'm saying, so it definitely would have changed the whole, like, everything. And there's talks that they say they might strip Will Smith of his Oscar due to the slapping incident. That's supposedly on the table.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. They ain't gonna happen because, again, Will being Will, he went up there and cried. He made his apologies and shit. Like, it ain't even possible. They already got the award. Like, you gonna come take it from his house? You gonna change it?
That's what they
change it. Reggie. To who?
Reggie Bush, when that Heisman.
Yeah, but Reggie was doing something illegal. They had to confiscate it. Like, Will ain't do shit illegal. Chris Rock didn't press no charges. So it's like, how you gonna get it from my crib? Like, you can't come to my house and take this. Like,
yeah.
They might change it in the books.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they could say, oh, he ain't win. We stripped him.
Right.
So if I'm Will, I'm like, yeah, you're not getting this shit back. I want this.
Exactly.
I'm hiding this shit in the crib, hiding this shit in a safe somewhere. You're never getting this.
And then it takes away from the Williams sister moment. Like, this was the story about their father. He won because of their father's legacy. This was them telling their father's story. So now to have this cloud over it, because every time this come up, Will getting his first Oscar for this movie, that's gonna always be associated with it. Like, so, and it's fucking Will Smith. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is one of the top dogs. So what do you think happens to Will? Do Will get blackballed from here? Like,
how you blackball Will Smith?
That's a good question, but
how you blackball him? Like, he
is it possible though? Like, he black and he's still a black man, so.
But he has his own studios, production. He got Bel Air popping. He got Cobra Kai popping. How do you blackmail?
Yeah. I get that, John, but a nigga ain't never too powerful.
I feel what you're saying, but I'm just saying
he got a lot going on. Whereas when I say blackball, I say in the sense of like J.K. Rowling. Whereas they say she's blackballed, she don't see it no more. The bitch name is on stuff, but the face ain't out there no more. You get what I'm saying? The person is like will have to take the back seat, whereas his production will have to speak for him versus him being Will Smith, this A-list actor.
I feel like Will Smith was like, shit, they've been trying to cancel Dave Chappelle. I feel like it'll be the same shit. Yeah. It's just a matter of how Will, it's like, will allow
but
it or not.
But I'm about to say, but Dave Chappelle is a rebel. He's always been, he's never been by the book. Will has been, I ain't gonna say a good old boy, but he's been safe. He's always been.
The Grammys in the 80s.
Yeah, he's protested. They protested the Oscars not too long ago as well. So like, but he's never been. He's always been in good grace. Like Dave,
someone that's known for being a rebel.
Dave ain't never been in nobody good grace. Dave been always off the cuff. I don't give a fuck. I do what I want. I say what I want. I don't care. Like it's my opinion.
No, but I feel like I think he could be canceled or blackballed, but I think it's just a matter of how he approaches it.
Right.
You know? Yeah. But I just feel like Will Smith putting in so much work is like, people know he fucked up, but I don't think anybody will try to like, you bugged the fuck out, you sit in timeout for like a month or two. Right. Good to go. So it's like,
yeah, and I think that would be more likely what it is, because again, he just recently apologized to Chris. Like he did
a couple hours ago.
Yeah, he apologized to Chris and said again, because it's a bad look. Chris Rock is Chris Rock, bro. He deserves more respect from Will and what Chris Rock does in his craft. Like Chris Rock, bro. He ain't trying to.
Yeah, bro, this comedian, bro, and you somewhat of a comedian yourself, so you know how it goes. Yeah, not stand-up comedian.
Right, but he's done comedic work. I think honestly, this is the worst time to be a comedian.
Yeah, there's so many. It's like so many.
You gotta be so PC with everything. Like
you gotta joke with like an arm tie behind your back.
Exactly. Like
get into it.
Yeah, like comedians, no matter what era, what decade it was, whatever was going on in the world, comedians are the only person or people
that
get the pass and make light and make jokes about everybody and everything. Nothing is off the books with the comedians. Now
only comedians that get the pass is the ones that basically if you only joking about one specific thing and you seem a little biased, you get a little trouble. But if you joking on everything, it's like that's what he does. He jokes on there's nothing. He jokes, that's what he does. He jokes on everything.
Right. And that's the beauty of it, because it was never like, oh, I'm just talk about these people or talk about this subject. The goats talk about everybody, even talk about themselves. But I think in this era, you can't even do that, where you can't even talk about yourself without people diagnosing you. You can't talk about a particular group. You can't talk about a particular story because of you got to worry about who you go offend. And you're a fucking comedian. This is your job. This is the one person or people that's able to do this, and for us to listen to it, laugh, and be like, it's all jokes. Like now, it's the worst time to be a comedian, if you ask me.
It's all part of the agenda. They just want you to say and follow what they want you to say.
Right.
Once you stray away from their motives, things like, nope.
There's no space for free thinking anymore. It's like it's no dialect or conversation. It's no space for everybody to have an opinion. It's like, you can have an opinion as long as it falls under this bracket.
Yeah, it falls in line with whatever the agenda that you put. You can have an opinion. Your opinion is good. But once you realize that I'm not gonna lie, this agenda's on some bullshit right now. Cancel, pack them up.
Exactly. But so it sucks to be a comedian right now. So for the comedians, I feel bad for y'all, especially upcoming comedians who don't have the juice. Right.
It's a grind. Like you have to really work to get there.
And that's what I'm saying. And you see comedians with platforms they try and cancel. So somebody on the rise trying to make their way, it's a tough business to like try to maneuver through with all the safeguards that's put up and barriers that put up in front of them and shit. Because again, comedian work has always been free to talk about everything. It ain't that way no more. So West Philly, my nigga Big Willie from Philly slapped the nigga silly, but I'm just hoping these brothers get through this shit. And I want the Smiths to disappear for a minute.
Like, I think that is like, well, you could keep doing the movies, but press tour,
shut down the table talk shit, the red table talk shit, because that's pretty much what has opened Pandora's box.
Chris Rock about to be on the red table talk in the future. They're gonna be talking about that shit.
Yeah, definitely. He might be.
Gator, Will, and Chris.
Right, that is. But I'm just saying that platform has opened the Pandora's box of their life, and it hasn't been the best. It hasn't been shown in the best light. I think they need to shut down, fix whatever's going on behind the scenes, because it seems like it just continues to be more and more shit, like a volatile, like just world they living in, and they need to shut shit down and just like get everything together.
Well, shit.
And Jada wrote on Twitter like, "Yeah, that's what we do and shit." Jada like, "We slap niggas."
He's gonna ride for his pop. So
look. Will said, "Look, keep my smut name out. My wife's name out your mouth. All right." Will, I'm sorry, Will. I don't want to get slapped, but keep his wife's name out your mouth. Don't say nothing about his wife. Will is handing out 5-figure discounts and shit. What did the 5-figure say to the face? He's slapping niggas. So y'all better come correct. Will slap me though. I'm going down.
Lawsuit, everything.
I'm going down quick.
Lawsuit, everything. You don't have to pass in that chat.
I'm screaming like a damn girl.
You're gonna become a Karen real quick.
Real fast, real.
Help!
I saw. I'm running. I'm running quick. I ain't gonna even hold you.
But it was a very, very impactful Sunday.
But again, back to the Oscars though. It was some good moments in the Oscars.
Yeah, definitely.
That took over the damn Oscars. But Beyonce.
Samuel Jackson got his first Oscar as well. He got an honorary Oscar. He got his first Oscar as well.
Right. They honored White Man Can't Jump. It was the 30th anniversary. They had Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson and Rosie Perez up there. They presented. Beyonce opened the show with a dope performance. She had Blue in there. The hosts with Wanda Sykes, Regina Hall, and Amy Schumer, they were mad funny. Like Dune, like won fucking damn near every award. Like they had like the first deaf director win. They won a few movies for a movie called Coda that I never heard of and shit. But they had like all.
And I think in one category, it was the first time women won back-to-back years at the Oscars. It was one category.
Right, and then it was a Spanish woman, openly gay Spanish woman who was like the first to win something, some award. It was like lead actress it was a lot. So it was a good ass award show. I hated. We don't talk about Bruno performance. Like
Bruno Mars performance?
No, we don't talk about Bruno from Encanto. You don't know what Encanto is? John, you was on the rock. Your little brother don't watch Encanto?
What's Encanto?
It's the Disney, bro. It's the biggest fucking kid movie of this year.
Oh, nah.
Of last year. We don't talk about.
What streaming service is on?
Disney, nigga.
Oh, yeah. So I didn't watch it, but it sounded like a movie.
Bro.
It was terrible.
The movie is it's a good movie.
I'm talking about the performance. Yeah, you're up in the movie, but yeah.
Right. So the song We Don't Talk About Bruno is the highest selling Disney single.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Right. We don't talk about Bruno. That's the name of the song. And if you be on social media, you see a lot of people talking about Janisha, our friend. She always talking about it because her and her son watching it, like always watching the shit. Dorian be watching the shit too. But they did a live performance of it because this song is like on the billboards, how big of a song this is and shit. But they remixed it and had like Megan Thee Stallion put a verse to it and shit. Like, so this would have been like a kid moment. And then they had like all these celebrities. They had Becky G and all these people that had nothing to do with the original song in the song and shit. And fucked up like this. Something like remix. It was bad. That was the only bad part of it. But overall, the Oscars, and you know, we used to be watching 90 Day. We watch the Oscars over 90 Day that Sunday and shit. So that's how you know it was a good show and shit. It was overall, it was a good show. It sucks that the Will and Chris situation took over, but it was a lot of firsts, like you said, and it was overall a good show altogether. So
that's crazy. But shout out to everyone that won their first award. But it's I was talking about to my brother. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Samuel never really won an Oscar. Like they gave him an honorary. Like you would have thought he'd been in so many movies.
Yeah, nigga been in like I could believe like thousands now. Like
he's been in so many movies. None of his roles was like Oscar, like to them Oscar worthy.
Honestly, but think about that. Think about Samuel L. Rose. Samuel is a legendary. Samuel, the person, is more legendary than his roles are. Cause it's like he don't really do roles. It's like Samuel being Samuel in movies. But like, what role can you think of? Like, yo,
probably Pulp Fiction. Like
Samuel. But again, that's Samuel L. Jackson. That's like him. So it's like,
but yeah, I think like out of all his roles, I think that's like the one role you can really say like,
when I think he should have won for a supporting actor in Django when he was Leonardo DiCaprio boy.
Oh yeah,
the hand. He was the nigga he was in that was like that's award winning because it's like that nigga really was a coon ass slave boy. Like I believe that in that role and shit. So that's one of the roles that like I know a million Samuel L. movies, but like roles that stand out, I think of that Django, and that wouldn't even been a lead actor. That would have been like supporting actor. But I know Samuel got a lot of movies, but I can't think of one where he just like, wow, Samuel wowed me.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just Samuel always himself in movies and shit, but it's never like him taking himself out of being Samuel.
Yeah, I understand, but I feel like for like the career he had, I feel like he definitely won one. He's one of those that should have won one.
I mean, that's why they gave him the honorary for his longevity. Because Samuel be having a movie out like every fucking year, like consistently. He has 1 or 2 movies out every year, probably since the fucking 70s, 80s or so. Mm-hmm. So, but good show though.
Him, he gave Will the biggest dap when Will won his Oscar. After all that, he gave him like the biggest dap.
He like, yeah, slap that nigga.
But with that, Oscar Sunday, we're gonna move on. Supposedly, those are talking about quitting. I guess she had a bad performance. She could be trolling, but I guess she didn't have a great performance or a great experience. So she talked about quitting. I don't think she was talking about quitting performance. I think she was talking about quitting music. I think she's chalking up to a bad day, bad experience.
Yeah, I think it was, again, I think life as an entertainer and shit, it can be draining and overwhelming. Doja, even though Sabrina be like Dojo and shit, but Doja Cat, who's one of my favorite young artists, I think she's super talented and shit. It gets overwhelming. She's one of those people who very transparent via social media. Like she talks to people like if you go on her TikTok, you go on her IG, she be responding to people's shit. So she see the shit that people say and the comments, whether good or bad or indifferent. So it's like when you commit so much of yourself to this entertainment shit, it could be draining. And then I know, it could be a lot. So, and it could be stressful. So I think she was having one of those moments like, yo, I've done a lot. Like, do I want to keep dealing with this shit? Like with everything, all the good that come with it is so much bad shit that come with it. Do I want to keep doing it? It's one of those
weighing the pros.
Right. It's one of those reflection moments. I don't think she's gonna quit because she's still fairly new in it, and I think she has a lot of potential to be.
She definitely has a lot. Cause she put out some some mega hits. She got some good
Yeah,
numbers.
her shit be hidden. And it might not be none of my favorite music, but I know Doja shit, and a lot of shit is poppy, catchy shit. And I think she has what it takes to be a long-lasting artist. But again, the shit get crazy sometimes. So
yeah, that's just how life is, and obviously you hear the stories of what fame does to people, and like fame plays a whole big,
hey man,
role
shit.
in it.
I be in the Bronx and shit. Motherfucker be running up on me. Hi, Devin. Can I get your autograph? Niggas be trying to talk shit. Bitches be trying to go and shop. Be like, bro, leave me alone and shit. So it weighs on you and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Gotta protect my son. Gotta make sure my wife is good. This entertainment life, it gets crazy, yo. So, I just pray on it. Doja, pray on it, sister. You good? Just take a moment, take a break. Shit, you've done plenty. So she can afford a break if she need it, especially mental break, bro. It's important. It's important to take those mental breaks, whether you're a celebrity or you just a regular nigga working a 9 to 5, man. Mental breaks is important. Turning off social media. Usually in the beginning of the year, I usually turn off my social media and shit, like, and just fast, like taking a break from this fucking world, this crazy world we live in. Like, it's healthy to get away from it for a while. So maybe that's just what she needs. Just need a mental break.
Nice little break from everything.
Yeah. So we wish you the best, Doja, but I don't think it's time for her to quit, man. She got a lot left to do, but definitely if you need to take a break, mental break, do that, baby girl.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with taking a break. Take a good old break, and that's it. But we want to talk about another artist. Bree wanted to talk about this topic. She like, we talking about this. So Cardi B, daughter, and Offset are set to be, what's the name of the cartoon? Shark.
The Baby Shark.
Baby Shark.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be Cardi Shark and shit.
And so they set to appear on that, and I think that's dope.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think Bree thoughts is basically based off previous comments from Cardi B talking about she's not putting kids or whatnot.
Right.
But obviously, she's doing something with her kids, so that's just different, and that's it's in a different way.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Again, for my wife, she was saying that it's hypocritical because Cardi did make a stance that my art is not for your kids, so y'all need to raise y'all kids. Don't use me. I'm not a mentor. I'm not a role model. Like, this was all stuff stances that she took with her art. Now she is doing something that is for kids, and she's doing it with her kids. So it's kind of I can see the catch-22 and the hypocriticalness in it, because again, people are prisoners of their words. So like, although you can be changing, when you make harsh stance on shit, people, you might have moved on from it, but people don't.
Yeah.
So when you say shit in public and you make these stances, like who you not and what you ain't gonna do, and then a few years pass and then you now doing what you say you're gonna do, people gonna call you out on your shit. Like, yo, you just talking this shit a couple of years ago, now you're doing this, like you're a hypocrite, when we was telling you like, yo, you are a hip hop artist, but you are a Black, brown woman, and kids look up to you. You need to take heed of that. She was against that. Like, yo, I'm not your kid's role model. So I'm letting y'all know now, I'm not y'all kid's role model. Don't have your kid look at me as a hero and all this and shit. When people are trying to explain to her, like, yo, you come from the bottom, you had a rough life. There are girls that could be inspired.
It's just this is just how it goes. They just look up to you.
They inspired by your come up. And so you need to take heed of that, where she didn't want to take it. So now her doing this is like, bitch, pick a lane. You want to not be a role model, a hero to the kids, or you want to be like, So
yeah, but I just think that one's just something she want to do with her, like something she want to do with her kids.
yeah,
You know?
right. And again, but she's doing it in the public eye. It's not nothing she's doing. It's not a private thing. It's public. She's gonna make some money off of this and shit. So therefore, that's what people calling out. Like, yo, you said this, now you saying this. Don't be a prisoner of your words. A lot of times we are prisoners. We say shit, we make harsh stances, and then life change, we change, and then our stance change.
Of course, shit changes in life, you know. Like definitely changes. So
yeah, so that's why you just gotta be mindful of what you say in the public eye and shit. She took a harsh stance on her being a role model and shit, and now I think with her having kids now, she's more responsible with her words. But people still remember. So just for anybody else in the future, because Cardi is one of the good ones coming, from the bottom and shit. So you like to see people like that.
Of course, you want to see the success and all that.
Right, but just don't be a prisoner of your words and shit. So that's just what it comes down to.
But I think it's something that's dope overall.
Yeah, it's definitely dope.
Well, we're gonna move on to another musician and same category. Meg supposedly has a documentary in the works. I think it's a cool idea, but I feel like her career hasn't been. She's relatively new for a doc to come out.
Relatively new. How many? I don't even think she got a real album out yet. Like, I think all her shit's been like EPs and mixtapes. Like, I'm pretty sure the documentary basis is going to be the Tory situation. Like, if they just gonna
cover that on that.
If they talking about that whole spiel and she's doing like a tell-all from her stance in regards to that, okay, cool, maybe one episode or some shit. But I don't want to see no 6-part, 3-part documentary of Meg when she's still a relatively new artist. Like,
yeah,
what are we?
A new artist.
Yeah, I feel like we're jumping the gun a little bit. But I'm interested to see the spin that they take. But I'm also
are they gonna talk the Tory Lanez situation?
Because if they don't, then it's like, what are y'all talking about then? Like, you still working. Like, if she talk about her career, her going to college, and her being
which is still good, but I don't think that's gonna get the viewers in the seats.
It's still too early for that shit. Like, it's still too early. And I know she currently going through something with the label that she was really signed to because they suing her. It's like 300 or some shit, some label that some indie label she was a part of.
With Terrence Crawford.
With Terrence Crawford?
No, not Terrence Crawford. I said his name wrong. The Crawford, he plays big. Oh, Carl Crawford.
Yeah, right. Carl Crawford. Yeah, so he's suing her right now for money not collected due to her business dealings.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess she could talk about that some. But if she ain't talking about the Tory situation, whether it's her story or her version of the truth or not, nobody really cares what else is going on, to be honest. Like,
that's true. Like, I just think something's too early to be like, but shout out to her, but I think it's still too early in her career. Yeah. And obviously, she had the passings that she dealt with early on, like she dealt with some passing.
Yeah.
But I just think it's something, if she was gonna do it, if she starts recording now and then like 10 years later,
right,
they do something, I understand that. You just start recording now, but to try to put something out now, I don't know.
Yeah. And again, Meg really took her leap during quarantine. Like when she did the shit with Cardi, she had the shit with Beyonce. Like, that's when she really started to start to hit the stratosphere. But that's been like 2 years. So you document the last 2 years of your life, although the Tory shit is a part of the last 2 years and the Carl Crawford shit is a part of the last 2 years. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do, but I'm not expecting some drawn out multiple episode fucking documentary. You know who's gonna be covering it or who's gonna be carrying it? Like, is it gonna be on Netflix? Is it gonna be on Peacock? Is it gonna be on Hulu? Or
I think it's just in. So you guys Doc and Works. I don't know. I didn't see if it had.
Okay, if it's been picked up by a platform.
It's just something that they're doing for the time being.
Yeah. I mean, I probably won't watch it, but good shit, man. Beautiful woman.
No, it definitely is a beautiful woman, but
you saw the Mona Lisa picture?
No.
So there's been this picture of her that's like it's like it has the Mona Lisa background, and it's like with her, fucking beautiful. Meg is a beautiful woman. Like, definitely. And I would rather watch her portrait of her than watch that ugly ass white woman, the Mona Lisa, because she was hit. But
so basically it's the Mona Lisa picture, but it has Meg instead of the actual
right.
Mona.
It's right. They revamped it with a Meg picture. She got like this white top on, like shoulder top. You probably could pull it up. It's a beautiful picture.
I'm about to look it up right now.
Like, it's a beautiful picture. She looks like gorgeous. But
I spelled her name wrong.
Let me see if I can find it. I don't know how to spell stallion.
She is this the picture?
Let me see. She got like black hair.
Oh, she has black hair. She has red hair.
Not that red hair shit. That's the first thing that came up. I'm looking on Google. Okay, I found it. John.
Good picture.
Like, it's an elegant like picture. Mm-hmm. Like, she look man good. So but yeah, so this is the picture that's been going around of her lately. But this is fire. But the doc, I don't really care too much about the doc. I just sent you the picture, so y'all better look at it.
So we'll move on from Meg, and we're gonna move on to shit. Another thing from our childhood, some shade from Bow Weezy, some
Bow Weezy.
Game the pre-shade. Bow Wow, had some comments. He said the one thing he wished he would have done from an early age was just stayed with Snoop. And he gave Snoop his flowers. But then with giving Snoop his flowers, he said JD ain't really do nothing for him. He said he told him something like he told him the business, but other than that, JD ain't really do much for him. And you would have thought, damn, that's the last people I thought that had a falling out with. I thought they would have been like good relationship.
Bow Wow is, man, niggas like Bow, man, don't need social media. Because niggas like him contradict themselves all the time. I just saw him on Warrior Mall's podcast at JD's crib. Him and JD talking about what they got coming up. Him praising JD and because they were talking about him versus Diddy. Bow Wow praising JD about niggas sleeping on JD and what JD's contributed to the game, and if JD could do a whole just Bow Wow set and all this and shit. Like, I just saw this like maybe a month or two ago, because Roy Mall did a pod at JD's crib in Atlanta talking to Bow Wow and Jermaine Dupri. So happening. So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you contradict yourself. First off, in saying you wish you would stay with Snoop. Snoop didn't let you go because they knew they couldn't really do much with you with what they were doing. They let you go because they knew they couldn't do nothing with you. JD made you a fucking superstar. Let's keep it a buck. Like, you wouldn't be Bow Wow, one of the stars of our childhood, unless you was with JD. Like JD coined you, created you, fixed you, sold you as this kid rap star. He was writing all your shit. And you've had nothing but success from that. Yes, you haven't been, maybe he didn't teach you the business part of the shit, and he was just, niggas be signing bad contracts or whatever. Because there's been times where he left JD and then went back, then left and went over here and came back and shit. Like they've always, like as he got older, they all had these up and down relationship and shit. But I just think this is another one of those moments where it's like he in his feelings. And to me, it's like, y'all niggas need to keep y'all feelings and y'all business off of fucking social media. Like, because in a couple of weeks, they be good again. Like, so it's like, and I'm telling you, John, I've just seen these niggas together. Like, just seen these niggas.
Listen, that happened, but that's crazy.
But I'm saying, but the way he's saying it, whether something happened in that time, then something happened in that time. But he's talking as if JD ain't never did nothing for him. And I don't know the business. I just know you wouldn't have been Bow Wow, the child superstar, if you didn't go over there to So Def. We all know that for a fact because JD was producing and he was writing your shit. Like, so you start, Bow Wow started writing his shit as he got older, but JD was still producing the shit. So it's like,
that's tough. Like, but you would have thought, like, hey, that's last period. You would have thought, like, wow, where's that coming from? Like, but shit, because we ain't see it don't mean it's not real and it doesn't happen. I'm just saying, like, that's the last thing I would have thought from them. Is like, I thought they was, good brands and just living life, like,
yeah, I mean,
coasting to the sunset.
But like I said, based on what I just recently saw, you would think it was all good. And so this is the image that y'all portray. But then you come to social media a couple of months later. JD ain't never did shit for me. I wish I never signed with JD. I wish I never, all this other goofy shit, bro. Like, shit might have went bad. It has probably been bad moments, but in hindsight, you wouldn't be Bow Wow unless you was over there with So Def. Because your prize moments is always So Def. It ain't like he had much success outside of So Def. You get what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like Bow Wow is still like, okay, that was a part of my life, but then I left. And now look at me, the superstar rapper without Jermaine Dupri. Nigga, you ain't Justin Timberlake. Like, I was with the group, and then I went to do my solo shit, and I became a superstar. That didn't happen for Bow. Bow's proudest moments is with JD.
Yeah, so like I said, it caught me off guard because I was like, that's the last group of people I would thought it was like something off. Like,
I ain't got an act card. I'm only 21 with a black card. That was all shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Niggas be going through personal shit on social media.
And
that's my only thing.
That's where they'll put it out at on social media.
I ain't putting nothing out, John. If I got beef with y'all niggas, I'm talking to y'all. If I gotta put hands on y'all, I'm coming to y'all. I ain't writing shit on social media. Fuck John. Fuck that nigga. He don't fuck with me the way he portrayed. I ain't doing all that goofy shit. Bro, John, I'm about to pull up. Nigga, we gonna talk about this shit.
Yeah, and we gonna get a lot of those situations. That's how it should be.
Like, I ain't got time for that social media shit. This social media is for games, bro. That shit is jokes. Y'all niggas be too serious on these fucking platforms. Like, this shit is all jokes. And everybody laughing.
I feel like obviously people making money, but I feel like it's somewhere you go have fun. Enjoy.
I'm saying it's jokes in the sense of, yeah, you making money from it. But when you be serious on social media, people are laughing at you. Nobody's taking any of this shit serious. So y'all go on here and be confessing y'all pain, niggas laughing at y'all. Go seek help. Go talk to your lawyer. Go talk to your financial people. And if you need somebody to talk to, go fucking talk to a psych. Like, talk to somebody. Social media is not the one.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. But that's where people go if they feel like they're gonna get some type of therapy from it.
Who said something about somebody said something about social media recently. It was a quote. Social media, people come on social media to either, I can't fucking think of the quote. Damn, it was a good ass quote.
So, what?
It was like, so people come on social media to either look for sympathy or like lie. Some shit is said like it was something that was like duh, but I can't remember. It's from somebody who's like somebody. I just can't remember who said it. Like, yo, because they were saying like, yo, social media, y'all niggas take this shit too serious.
When you find it, you send it into the chat, and I'll be like, oh wow.
I'm saying I gotta find it. But yeah, Bow Wow, JD, hope y'all good. I heard JD got some good vegan ice cream and shit. You said he got
got ice cream shop, vegan ice cream shop.
Yeah, because he's vegan, so he has his own vegan brand, vegan ice cream brand and shit. So
I'll try it. I like to try it. I ain't vegan, but you know.
I heard it tastes like regular ice cream.
Probably does. Probably does. But that being said, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to your guy. So apparently, your man's Tyler Perry. You see what he said?
More Tyler Perry. You said my man's Tyler Perry.
Yeah, your man's Tyler Perry. Your man.
What Tyler Perry say? Yeah, that's my guy.
He said basically sometimes in moments of intimacy, he goes into his Medea voice.
Oh, yeah. I did see that. Well, I told y'all before, Tyler Perry is the character. Medea is the person. I've said this a million times. I said when Tyler Perry go home, he takes off Tyler Perry and puts on his Medea outfit. That nigga puts on his dress, his wig, his glasses, and turns on the Medea voice. I've been saying this. I've been saying this shit for 10 plus years. Tyler Perry is a role he's playing. Medea is the person. So to hear this quote, I am not surprised. The only thing is, I wonder what the people, because he's not married, I wonder whoever he has sex with, what do they think when this nigga is either on top or under them, and you hear, what's the Tyler Medea quote? I
don't know.
Hallelujah, or whatever shit like. I don't know. It's Tyler Perry. I don't put it past because I've said this shit.
I just felt like that's jokes, and it's like, what?
I've said this a long time ago. Tyler Perry.
It's jokes, but it's binging off.
No, it's because there's facts to the joke. There's always an underlying truth in it. I think Tyler Perry goes home and dresses up as Medea. I really do. I think Tyler Perry is the character. Tyler Perry is the role. The person is Medea. He likes Split. You know what I'm saying? You remember the movie Split where Buddy had the
all the personality?
Yeah. But
there's been a few movies like that though. There's been a few movies like that.
But in Split, he had the different characters. Medea is the leading character in the mind of Tyler Perry.
Shit, what's the first movie like that? It had John Cusack in it. It came out years ago. It's like it's while the movie's happening, it's like people's trying to figure it out, but then like at the end of the movie, you realize that's all in his head, and like he is like one person is killing off all the personality in his head. What's the name of that?
Is it the Monkey? The Monkey movie? It's called Monkey something.
I'm trying to remember like the same, like who else was in that movie? Is it this movie? Hold up.
Yo, shout out to the Golden Girls though.
Oh yeah, it's Identity. Came out in 03, Identity.
I don't know what that is.
He was in it. You ever seen this movie?
Let me look it up. You said with John Cusack?
Yeah, John Cusack, Amanda Pete's in it, Ray Liotta's in it.
And he was the person with.
Yeah, like they show you somebody. They show you somebody. They show you like a prison person, and it's like it's all in the person's head. Basically, everything that takes place in the movie is like in his head.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I never seen this movie before. I might have to go watch it. Look like it's a good cast.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the way they do it is like it's like who's killing everybody. They trying to figure out who's killing everybody. And as the movie goes on, it breaks down and gets to the point. It's like, oh, that's just
it's him.
His personality is all the personality.
Right.
Like personality is killing the personality.
Oh wow. Nah, I never seen that, but sound good. Sound good though. But Madea.
But yeah,
welcome, my dear.
I guess I knew you do it 1 or 2 times on some funny shit, but you saying you do it like.
But you doing it? He said during having sex.
It said intimacy, yeah.
Yeah,
that's the words.
Yeah, so yeah, it's like, bro, but it don't surprise me, man, because I've been saying he's pretending to be Tyler Perry, but he's really Madea. So I still stand by that. Also, he also plays Wendy Williams. So
yeah.
So don't surprise me at all.
But hey, we're gonna move on, get into one of our favorite segments on the pod. That's the Fab Four. But this is Fab Four TV show thing.
This was a hard one.
There's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, so many theme songs, but
so many, man. So many.
And it's TV shows, cartoon shows, everything.
Yeah. I went black kind of in a way, but there's so many good theme songs.
Yeah, there's so many.
Like when I was making my list, I was just going through like, yo, this was my shit. Like this was my shit. But the way I put my list together is songs that, like, to me, yo, without the show, that shit's still a hit. Like the song is still fire. Like, so that's how I put my list together. Yeah. But man, it's a lot of fucking.
My top 2 consists basically of childhood, just our childhood. Right. My top 2 is childhood. Yeah. Number 4, I think it was just a very catchy song of things. It could be replaced. My number 4 probably could be replaced for others. But number 3 is also, I feel like it just over time and the success of the show helped my number 3 become more of what it is.
Right. And again, it's certain theme songs that's synonymous. So it's like, it might not have been the best theme song, but because it's attached to such a great show, it's like
so many, bro. It's like popping into my head right now. Like the All That theme song from Louisiana, All That.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like the kid shows, the adult shows, like it's so many.
I just feel like that's what's lacking today's TV. A lot of today's TV don't really be having theme songs like that.
No, they don't.
They be skipping it, but I feel like every show we watched when we was younger had a theme song.
Always, it had to, like, it had to, man.
I feel like that added to the allure.
So I know you and Sabrina, y'all usually go through your whole list, right?
She wants to do the whole list. Just you go, and I'll go.
I don't like that. I don't like that. We're gonna count it down. Mm-hmm. So number 4, TV theme song, because this is one of the OGs, like the OGs. I used to watch this show a lot, man, growing up. The OG sketch comedy show. Keenan Ivory Wayans, the Wayans brothers, where it all started. You can do what you wanna do. In every color.
That's a good
in
one.
Every color you can do. Yeah. In every color, number 4 on my list.
That's a good one. That's a good one. My number 4 is probably people's not gonna probably agree with my number 4, but my number 4, I went with the Friends theme song. Went with Friends.
Get the fuck out of here. Although that's one of the most popular ones. Like that theme song is one of the ones that like people know that
I will be there for you. So you know,
it's a great theme song.
But obviously, it's all other shit.
But them niggas, they stole it from the originals. We are living a single. So Friends is the spinoff to Living Single. I don't know if you know that.
No, there's direct influence. Like
right, they built
the
exactly. So the whole story. In fact, their Living Single, one of the possible names for a Living Single was Friends. Like that was one of the names that they were going through. Because they didn't use that, they doubled back the following year and came out with Friends and just whitewashed it and shit. But I'd Be There For You is, I never even watched Friends, but I know that song and shit. Like,
no, I actually enjoy the show. You know, not a lot of people. Not over the years you hear people like, nah, he ain't rock with the show or whatnot. But
I put it on. It come on. Nick at Night.
Them episodes always coming on 11:30. Just put through channels.
No, I'm saying, but that's my show to go to sleep on though. I don't watch it. I just.
You just play the theme song knockout.
No, I dead ass. I put up because I know on TV Land it's gonna always be there. I turn that shit. It's like, yeah, it's time to go to bed. Turn to Friends and shit. Yeah, so number 4, good pick though, because that is a synonymous theme song, and I know it, and I never really watched Friends. All right, and number 3, from my childhood, somewhat, my girl Beyonce, but most importantly, her younger sister Solange. Proud Family. You and me will always be tied. Family every single day and night. Even though when I start acting like a fool,
I'm not gonna lie.
I love it every single thing you do.
As you're saying this, I'm just thinking about all the other themes. Like this
it's a bunch of honorable mentions I gotta shout out. But at number 3, I have the Proud Family theme song. Solange Knowles featuring Destiny Child. Proud Family. Number 3 on my list.
My number 3 is what current times. This is one of the more current picks out of all my picks. Probably the only more current pick. The Power theme song. I feel like as the show went on and the success of the show, I just feel like, bro, as every season went, Power just the song itself.
Power is by himself.
Big Rich Town.
Big Rich Town is the one of one when it comes to show theme songs right now. Like, I don't think anybody else but 50 them is doing that. And Power, Big Rich Town is definitely that one of today. Like, no question. No question.
Like the success, like, because obviously the song came out before Power. 50 dropped that album.
Right.
So it was a good song, but I think once
the show built that song.
The Power show is like it boosted the record.
Yeah, so definitely.
Like now it's like you hear that song, you think Power. You watch Power, you think the song.
Instantly.
So like it's together.
And niggas, and again, only reason why I know that song verbatim is because of Power. Like, I didn't listen to that song prior. I know that song because of Power. And again, that's one of when again, like we said, a lot of shows today don't have theme songs. 50 does it with all his shows. Mm-hmm. But when you think of today's theme songs, Big Rich Town is the one of one.
For this current generation, when you look back at it, that's probably one of the top.
That's definitely gonna be there. That was a good pick, John. Power. Good pick. All my shits is old. Number 2, going back to my childhood. Oh, this is all that. Started telling you the one of mine. No, R.I.P. Left Eye. TLC, all that. They jumping up in slow motion and shit. We all of that. We all of that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we came up on some good times and some good theme songs.
Oh yeah, and King of Kill almost made my list too and shit.
Yeah, as you was talking, King of Kill popped up in my head too. Like
King of Kill, Cousin Skeeter popped up. Yeah, so like it was a lot of good shows. Shit, That's So Raven. Like I used to be singing that shit.
It was one season of the Wayans Brothers theme song that I felt it was dope, but they only used it for one season. I forgot what season it
was. They did, and even
it was like a beat, and I felt like that beat was so fire.
It's a throwback song. I can't remember the song, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like they do the original start off,
right, and then it switch,
and it cuts off.
Right, it started with "We're brothers, we're happy, and we see you, and we're colored." Give me a high five. All right, cut. Beautiful guys, Dynamite, and then it goes to that.
It wasn't in the first season. I think it was like
no, it wasn't.
It's like season 3 or 4.
Because that's when they dancing and shit. It's like this weird background and shit. All
like dancing. A background of the city. Like city background.
Yeah, I know what song it is. It's in my head. Boom, boom. East Side Clear. East Side Clear.
It's just instrumental. So I never knew it was a real song. I just knew it was instrumental. But
it is Tribe Called Quest. That's their song. I can't think of the name of the song right now and shit. I miss your vibe. Any fat ass time. Bro, I know the song, but it's a Tribe Called Quest song. I'm just telling you that. So yeah, but I know exactly what you're talking about. But what was that your number 2?
No.
Okay.
My number 2 is the OG Mighty Morphin Power Rangers theme song. Childhood. So like the original, even though I feel like the first couple of ones Power Rangers had it, but I feel like that Mighty Morphin one, I feel like the Mighty Morphin one was the best one. But I think overall, I feel like all the Power Rangers themes was good.
Speaking of kid shows, it don't make my list, but another great one. Like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Da-da-da. I want to be the very
that's on my list. That's coming up.
No one ever does. Bow, 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 bow.
That made my list. That definitely made my list.
That was but that's not on my list. Number one on my list. The ultimate theme song. Ultimate rap theme song. He be slapping niggas still today. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Number 1, Big Willie from Philly slapping niggas.
I totally forgot about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song. That's crazy. I definitely forgot about that.
That's the one theme song everybody raps. Everybody knows the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Rap, black, white, indifferent, brown. Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
I'm not gonna lie, that's just in my mind. With all this going on, that's the one that slipped my mind.
Again, when Sabrina told me that she wanted me to cover, and I went back and looked at the rundown, I'm like, duh, number 1 has to be Fresh Prince. Like that is
seen a meme that had the Fresh Prince. It used the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
No. I shared it on the C2 story. It's this comedian named Robert Williams. He did a remake of the Fresh Prince anthem with the slap and shit. He did a revision of that. But yeah, number 1.
Like, how that's just on my mind. I had seen a meme earlier.
I mean, other than the Friend shit, the Fresh Prince Bel-Air theme song is one of those like top.
Of course, yeah, that's a legendary. That's like hands down. No, trying to say like that. That's a legendary theme song, and I feel like there's no debate. Like everyone knows that. And
everybody knows that shit. Everybody knows that. So yeah, number 1 on my list, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. My nigga Big Willie from Philly, slapping bitches silly.
my number 1 is, you said it, it's the Pokemon, my man.
I wanna be the very best, like no one else was.
My childhood.
Catch him, it's my test. The train to miss my call. Shit, that song still.
That's what I'm saying. I just feel like it's so epic because he's like,
bro,
it just fits so perfectly. Like Ash really tried to be the best, and it's just like it was just one of those songs that just went with the song.
Yo, whenever I hear that song, it still does something to me. It's ambitious. It's like it drives me when, even though I ain't seen Pokemon in forever, but when I hear that fucking song, yo, I'll be playing that shit on the boats, like yo, blasting that shit because that song,
that Pokemon theme song,
yeah, that shit is so lit. Pokemon theme song
epic.
is
one of those epic, legendary theme songs. Like obviously it's a cartoon show,
right?
Some people hold like the adult shows to higher standards. Like, nah, you gotta go with the adult shows, whatnot. But
when you
feel like that's just an epic. That's one of those epic theme song shit.
I know niggas like to put on Dreams and Nightmares when they try to get pumped. I put on that Pokemon thing, man. When I try to get pumped,
workout. I want to be the best looking at the mirror.
Yo, that ass put the Pokemon in the beats, man. I be doing my push-ups, bro. The Pokemon shit do it. Dreams and Nightmare my shit too, but Pokemon is definitely on my workout playlist. That shit is the shit. So definitely good pick, John. But a lot of honorable mentions, G. A lot of honorable mentions.
Especially cartoons from all times too, but it's a lot.
Cartoons. So I was thinking like that 70s show had a fucking great theme song.
The Family Matters.
Family Matters. Malcolm in the Middle.
Even the one with Full House was all those.
Full House had a good one.
They had the catchy one.
Jamie Foxx had a good one. I mean, Martin, although it's just a beat and Martin's name, but Martin is one of those. My aunt, like that's one of those. Like that's one of those ones and shit. It's a fucking lot of them, bro. Shit. It's a
X-Men theme song when we was kids, the cartoon.
Yeah, that ass. Yo, that ass. That ass. Yo, fucking even the Jeffersons, moving on up, Good Times. Even it's an old, I can't think of the name of the show, but it was with it was an old white man and his wife. Those were the days. Yo, it's an old white show. Fucking even Married with Children. I used to love Married with Children. Yeah. I used to love entry song. Fucking Family Guy. Like
Family South Park had the funny one. South Park,
yeah. Like it's a lot of like great theme songs. Shows don't really do the theme song shit no more. But that shit.
I felt like that sometimes some of these great shows can't be. Oh shit! One of my favorite shows, fucking Oz had a catchy beat for the.
Oh yeah, that ass. Yeah, Oz had the
right, and the beat playing in the background.
And shit, fucking where it came from, fucking other show, The Wire had
The Wire.
They had their shit. It's a lot of fucking shows, man. The best shows growing up used to have the theme song shit.
Game of Thrones had theme song. Game of Thrones actually had.
Yeah, but they just had that music. Like I don't care about Game of Thrones.
It's still dope, but I just think like the way it ended is like fuck that shit. Yeah. I still love it though.
Eddie, Johnny Bravo. Like
Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory.
Dexter Laboratory, like all here like synonymous like theme songs and shit. Trying to think of more black shows. I Say Living Single. Jamie Foxx had a dope intro. The Cosbys, dope intro. Different World had a dope intro. Like Cosby's had a few of them. So shout out to my nigga Bill, you know.
Shit. Fucking
big shout out to Uncle Bill.
They think songs like one-on-one with
Oh yeah. I used to love that. Sometimes you hit yourself, you feel all by yourself. Check 1, 2. Yeah, I used to love that shit. One-on-one. Yeah. Yo, I used to watch all that shit, man.
Let's play. We named some, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot more.
And I'm pretty sure we missing some. And like always, once we get off, I'm gonna be sending you. We forgot this one. We forgot this one.
For those who watch, like,
comment,
subscribe,
let us know what. Yeah, let us know. Yeah, let us know which ones we missed. We're gonna put our list.
Give us your own list of 4, but just
Facts,
let us know.
Yeah. Drop your
to subscribe, but
drop your 4 in the comments, man. But yeah, solid list. Pokemon is definitely my shit.
It's epic, man.
Epic as hell, but I think Fresh Prince is one of those ones.
Yeah, that shit. With all that shit going on, I forgot all about Fresh Prince.
And it's fitting for what's going on for Big Willie from Philly right now. So definitely fitting for right now.
That's the Fab 4. We're gonna end it off with this. What we currently watching. What shows you fucking with right now? What's currently on Dev's watch list?
So finish Top Boy.
I gotta finish that. I didn't finish that. It's the new season. I gotta finish it. Definitely gonna finish that.
Got it, gonna have me talking like the UK niggas, bro. Eating it.
That's my fan line. You got the food.
You got the food, got my piece. Like so I just finished Top Boy. This season was fire. Just started Atlanta. Of course, watching Snowfall. I'm still catching up on Bel Air. See, surprise, I really don't like watching shows with Sabrina. I ain't, honest moment. Like, I really be hoping she don't want to watch the show that I watch because she don't watch at the same speed as I do.
So you have to wait.
So I have to wait. It's unfair, bro. Like, but that's my wife. I don't be want to watch without her because, we don't lie. We don't, it's our time together. But I'm like, baby, come on, let's watch the show. She like, nah, she want to watch some killer shit on Facebook, like these killer stories and shit. She watched that shit all day. But I'm like,
what you gotta do, you just gotta get better at watch it on your phone real quick when you got the time. When she come over trying to watch it, oh shit.
Nah.
Get at that.
John, you trying to get me punched in the face. But no, so we still watching Bel Air. And I just started because of Cap. A show called Bust Down. Yeah, that shit funny as hell. I watched the first.
Cap promoted it so much. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'm like,
I watched the 2 first episodes and they funny as hell. Mm-hmm. But that's all I got right now. Moon Knight is coming soon, so I'm gonna add.
That should be this Wednesday, actually.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so that's gonna be.
So we have a Disney Plus Marvel series to watch.
Right, so that's gonna be on the the tally of shit to watch. But I don't try to watch too many shows at once. And it's also Walking Dead. I'm still watching Walking Dead.
I'm so far behind. I'll eventually catch up on Walking Dead.
Final season of Walking Dead, so I'm still watching that.
But
that's it. Yeah, that's what I'm watching.
Currently, obviously, I'm watching Snowfall just as you. I'm watching all the Power Universe, Tommy Force.
Oh yeah, right. Of course, watching that too.
I'm watching the Lakers show on HBO Max about the.
Is it good? Yeah.
The first episode to me was a little slow, and I feel like towards the end it picked up. And I think the second episode was like, okay, I can see where they're going with this.
Okay.
So I think I like the show.
Right.
But I think it's give it a try, see what it is, because it's basketball and it's based off real life people.
Right.
Magic.
So is this like a retelling or is this true events?
I think it's a little of both with a little exaggeration.
Okay, got you.
A little exaggeration. I'm not gonna lie, I've never heard nothing but Jerry Rice's character, like the way they portraying him in like in the episodes is like, I don't think he is, but it's kind of portraying him as a racist.
Right.
So it's like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, there's never been any stories about him being that way, but it's like
in a way, like I don't know if he's good with the portrayal, like it's realistic fiction or like what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I want to use racist word, but it just looked like I don't know. He just looks like he didn't want them to draft Magic Johnson.
Right. Yeah.
But obviously, there was a time in his life they said it's documented that he was going through some shit, like he's having battles with alcohol, so maybe but that's how they portray him. But he was the coach at the time when they drafted Magic.
Right.
Which I didn't know neither. I didn't know he was the coach. Because at first I'm like, I didn't pick up that was Jerry White's character. That's the person is playing Jerry White. So,
that's funny.
So you watch it, you're like, wow, that's interesting. But
I mean, Jerry West do come from a town where it looked like he come from a town where they say nigga a lot. So
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
I'm just saying, like, it just seemed like he, like, for the basketball mind he is, and I like if you go years later, maybe at that point in his life, he just wasn't having the right mind at the moment because he was dealing with what he was dealing with, and it was fucking it up, and he didn't see past the thing. But yeah, it made it seem that first episode when they made that decision, like, yo, we're gonna go with Magic.
You're like, is that Jerry West? Like, that's supposed to be Jerry West?
I caught on very like because obviously they say their names. They say Dr. Butt.
Right.
They say their names. So it's like I'm not gonna lie. The first episode, like I said, it was kind of slow and it picked up towards the end. So I'm watching. I'm not really paying attention. And then it really hit me like, oh, hold up, that's Jerry West character. But that's dope. It was a show I talked about to Bree. You know, whenever you have time, you can watch it on Peacock. It's on a break right now. It's called Resident Alien. That shit is hilarious.
Is it with the guy, he's like a cop?
No, he's not a cop. He's basically, technically, he was a doctor, and the alien comes and like takes over his body, and now the alien's living as him.
It's a white guy, right? And it's a few seasons now, right?
Yeah, it's in the second season. It's on Peacock.
Yeah, but it was on like TBS or something, like TNT or something, right?
Sci-fi. It's on Sci-fi.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. I've seen, because that same guy, he's in Dodgeball.
Yeah, he's the pirate.
He was the pirate, right? Yeah, yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. I never watched it, but I know what you're talking about.
That shit is mad funny. To me, I like, because he's learning how like to act like a human, and he's
mad awkward and shit.
Yeah, and it's just like, then he's going at it with the kids. That shit's just mad funny. Like, one episode, the kid's like, you trying to kill me? And he's like, yeah. Like, he insinuated, like, yeah, I'm trying to kill you. Nah, that shit is mad funny. I'm
gonna watch an episode and see what it's about. I've seen it.
This is dumb. It's one of those shows that's like dumb and comedic.
Yeah. I've seen the previews of it before, but I never just like watched it. But I know what you talked about.
That's it. Or what else I'm watching? I'm watching that. I'll be watching so many shows.
My dentist was telling me about a show called. My dentist and my brother, who's in prison, was telling me about a show called Outlander.
I've heard of that, but I've never watched it.
Apparently, it's like this woman who went back in time to prevent her husband from being sodomized.
That sounds crazy. But it's a show. I think that's a show on Starz.
It's on Starz, right? It's on Starz. But my dentist was telling me, like, this show is fucking psycho. Like, it's crazy. And then my brother called me. Was like, yo, they've been giving us new shows to watch. Yo, watch this show called Outlander. The shit, wow. And I'm like, yo, my dentist was just telling me about that shit. And my brother's telling me about the same story, that like some wow shit, some AO shit. But so
yeah, but it's so many shows. I watch so much TV. I'm drawing blanks right now. There's other shows that's on my watch list, but
yeah, I don't watch a lot of shows because I don't be having time. So what I told you is pretty much in a nutshell what I'm watching right now. Until I end one of those shows, then I'll try and pick up another show.
But yeah, no, I just like that the fact that the story continues. Like, I love movies, but I just link to more of the show because like once the movie's over, there's no sequel. The story's over. It's like sometimes movies, I just want more to the story. I want the story to continue.
Me and Sabrina, we just watched Free Guy.
I'm gonna watch that. I didn't watch that yet. We're gonna watch that.
It's entertaining. I can say that much. It's entertaining. It's stupid as hell, but it's entertaining. Like, yeah, it's a fairly good movie.
Well, I'll give it a try. But that being said, that's a wrap on this brand new episode of Another Shitty Opinion podcast. It's your boy John and my special co-host, my guy Dev.
They didn't let the G's in the dope.
And this is a wrap on this episode.